We are well on our way to Victory Road, but the way there doesn't come without some trainers along the way. Now, I'm just going to take this time to reflect on the battle that I had against Dahlia, because before I make this video, I looked up online to check on some of her team members' held items, and there's one Pokemon in particular that I want to talk about just for a little bit. Her Medicham. Yes, last video I said that her Medicham was holding a choice item, but I didn't quite recall what it was. Turns out it was holding the choice scarf. Although I think the choice band would have been a better option, but I understand why it was holding the choice scarf. It was so that way it can move first, so that way it can hit its opponents really hard. I mean, after all, Medicham does hit hard thanks to its ability. Although, if Medicham was holding the choice band, then yeah, I would definitely go with Giratina, no questions asked, because had I went with Honchkrow, then I'm not really sure if I would outspeed it, and if not, then I think Honchkrow would have died to an Ice Punch, or maybe it would die to a high jump kick. As for Giratina, well, yeah, it did take an Ice Punch, but yeah, had Medicham been holding the choice band, then Ice Punch would have hurt a lot more. So, yeah, I guess it's a good thing that Medicham was holding the choice scarf and not the choice band. Okay, moving on to something else. Recently, there was a Terrorwave battle event featuring a 5-star Sandy Shocks and Iron Thorns. Now, I'm not going to go over their movesets because, well, you can easily find those two in whatever game you're playing. Although, I do want to talk about Iron Thorns for a bit, because I'm hearing people say that it's kind of a disappointing version of Tyranitar. Now, I compared both Tyranitar and Iron Thorns stats, and, well, the difference in their stats, well, it's, I don't think it's really all that noticeable. For one thing, those two have the same HP, attack, and defense. As for special attack, well, it looks to me like Tyranitar has a bit more special attack than Iron Thorns, even though I won't see myself putting any special attacking moves on Tyranitar. Special defense, well, Tyranitar has more special defense than Iron Thorns, while Iron Thorns has a special defense of 84. As for special attack, well, Iron Thorns has a base special attack of 70 for some reason. As for speed, well, Tyranitar is obviously slow with a base speed of 61, and Iron Thorns has a base speed of 72. Okay, I'm not really sure why that's the case. Oh, what? Blastoise gets Drizzle in this game? That's cool. Well, I know Mega Launcher is not in this game, so I guess Drizzle would be a good replacement. So that means Blastoise's Water-type moves will do a lot more damage. Okay, had I known Blastoise gets Drizzle for an ability, maybe I would have considered using it and not Gastrodon. Although, I'm not really sure if I would really consider using Blastoise as a team member here, because, well, that means I can spam Thunder as much as I want, but one problem. As you saw not too long ago, or a few parts ago, I got the TM for Thunder over at Lake Valor, so yeah, I'm not really sure if a whole lot of Pokemon can get Thunder upon leveling up. Well, I'm pretty sure some Pokemon can get Thunder upon leveling up. Well, the one I'm thinking of currently is Raichu. Or I could be wrong about that, because, well, I don't really use Electric-type Pokemon all that much. But hey, if Blastoise really did get Drizzle in the original games, then I can imagine some people would really milk that ability for all it's worth. Me, not so much, because I'm not a competitive battler. And speaking of Drizzle, here it is again, courtesy of Pelipper. Okay, hopefully, okay, I was gonna use Thunderbolt on Azumarill, but hopefully one Razor Leaf is enough to take it down one hit. Now back to Iron Thorns. Well, I don't have Violet myself, so I'll never get to experience what it's like using Iron Thorns. As for type Rock Electric, well, there's only some other Pokemon that have that typing, and that is the Alolan Geodude evolutionary line. And even then, I never used those Pokemon. I mean, how could I anyway? Once I evolve Alolan Geodude into Alolan Graveler, then I would have to trade with somebody, and sadly, I don't have anybody to trade with. So yeah, some people say that Iron Thorns is a disappointing version of Tyranitar. And I think I might know why that's the case. Well, I guess we all know by now that Tyranitar rocks. I mean, you see me use it in 3 Let's Plays already, so yeah, I use it when I want to. But in a game like this, I decided to go with something else. So yeah, since Tyranitar is such a good Pokemon, I guess Game Freak did want Iron Thorns to completely obsolete Tyranitar. Now, I guess Tyranitar has a good base stat total, given the fact that it's a pseudo-legendary. But as for Iron Thorns, well, I don't quite recall its base stat total by heart, because I've never really used that thing in my life. Unfortunately, Razor Leaf is not going to one-shot that Gorebyss because... Oh, okay, never mind. Thanks to a critical hit, Gorebyss went down one hit. Yeah, I was about to say, because of that barrier, Razor Leaf is not going to one-shot it. But good thing that critical hit came in at just the right time. So yeah, I guess Game Freak didn't want Iron Thorns to completely obsolete Tyranitar to the point where no one would even think to use Tyranitar anymore, and Iron Thorns would be the new Tyranitar. Oh, Intimidate? Okay, that's gonna suck. Let's see, what should I do here? Let's go with Razor Leaf on both of them, and I guess I'll go with Thunderbolt on Slowbro. Next to Intimidate, well, I'm pretty sure Razor Leaf is not going to one-shot Slowbro, so I might as well use Thunderbolt to possibly one-shot Slowbro. Hopefully, since that thing is pretty bulky. Okay, good. Went down one hit. But as for Alligator, well, maybe not, since I just got Intimidated. Although I have to say, I think Intimidate's a pretty fitting ability for Alligator, since, well, it is a giant alligator, and, well, I can't imagine people might be thrilled to see those things up close. Well, it all depends on how you assess the situation, and don't be stupid like other people. So yeah, even though I'll never get to experience Iron Thorns, well, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about it. Although, if it does have some way to summon the Sandstorm, then I guess maybe it could be good. I mean, I did say its special defense is 84, but if the Sandstorm was about, then I guess maybe it would get a special defense boost, but that's only going to stay around for about 5 turns. But I guess it goes without saying Tyranitar is the better Sandstorm user since its special defense is higher than Iron Thorns. What is the sea like in places like the Kanto and Hoenn regions? Well, for one thing, the Kanto region, well, the water there, I don't think it's really all that big. But Hoenn, oh boy. I remember surfing throughout the entirety of that region. I think one time I got 2 routes confused. I don't quite recall which one it was. I think it was like Route 127 or something. I don't quite remember. Yeah, I look like an absolute idiot confusing one route with another route. Yeah, I guess that goes to show you that the water routes were really getting to me. Something that I never thought would happen. Anyway, back to the game for a second. Some time ago, I said something about how surfing on the water in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl makes it look like you're moving on water in real life. Yeah, when I first saw myself surfing on the water on the way to Victory Road, yeah, I was really happy that the game designers doing some pretty good graphics like that. I kind of wish they did something like that here, but I guess we weren't in that era yet. I guess we have to wait like another 10 years for something like that to happen. Well, I'm not really sure how it is playing around with 3D graphics. I mean, I don't think I ever did something like that before. If so, then I don't think I would ever succeed in that. Now, even though I said Pelipper doesn't have Protect as one of its moves, I'm still using Shadow Force anyway because, well, it has a lot more power than Dragon Claw. Okay, I thought it would go down one hit, but looks like Pelipper's defense is more beefier than I expected. Well, not that I would know of it anyway, because I never used that thing in my life. Come on, come here. Thank you very much. Okay, looking at that rock structure over there, looks to me like I'm at the halfway point of Route 223. But I don't think I'm going to go over there quite yet, because I believe there's a trainer that's over to the left. Although I'm not really sure if I'm going to get to that trainer in this part. Yeah, there's a trainer over to the left, and for some reason, I think a lot of people actually missed that trainer. Did I ever miss that trainer? Well, I'm not too sure myself. Yeah, I make it my goal to fight every single trainer in this game, and yeah, hopefully I could find all of them. Oh, Bounce? Okay, if you're going to use Bounce, then I'll use Fly. Oh yes, occasionally I do encounter some wild Mantines, and yeah, they do use Bounce, and I want to see if I can try and predict if they're going to use Bounce, and when they do, then I'll have a Fly waiting for them in the wings. No pun intended. But the only time that's going to happen is if I can really outpredict it, which I'm not really sure if I can do. Let's see. Let's go with Torterra. Yeah, Torterra is currently my lowest level, so I might as well give it some levels. Of course, Torterra is going to get a lot more levels once I get to Victory Road. Well, it's only the Lucky Egg, so that means it'll get a whole lot of experience points. Now, as for Gastrodon, who's still in my PC, well, I still haven't given it levels yet, but yeah, I will do that at some point off-screen. Maybe once I eventually get to the entrance to Victory Road, because I really don't want to quit Route 223 and go train up my Gastrodon, because I'm like halfway through Route 223, so yeah, I might as well just go all the way to the entrance of Victory Road, and then off-screen I'll give my Gastrodon some levels, so that way it won't fall behind in terms of levels. I mean, I gotta do this so that way Gastrodon can at least be close to my other team's levels, so that way its level is not really all that behind once I eventually take on the Elite Four. Okay, as I said, there was that one trainer over to the left, so let me see if I can try and get to him. Okay, I guess not. Well, I think that person also has 3 Pokemon, so I'm not really sure if I'll have enough time to fight that trainer, so we'll see one way or another. Okay, let's go with Shadow Force. Okay, I have a feeling that this Shadow Force might kill this Pelipper in one hit, because the last one I fought, I think it was like, what, level 60, so hopefully one Shadow Force is enough to take down that Pelipper in one hit. Alright, there we go. You know what, since Giratina is taking quite a bit of time to kill certain Water-type Pokemon, I'm going to put Uxie in the lead, so that way I could kill these Water-type Pokemon a little bit faster. Yeah, it only makes sense that way. So yeah, comparing Tyranitar and Iron Thorns, yeah, even though I can't really say Iron Thorns is a disappointing version of Tyranitar, maybe I could play around with it one day, even though I'm not really sure that's going to happen, because, as I said, I don't have Violet myself, so there's no way I can play around with Iron Thorns. But still, Tyranitar will always be my favorite pseudo legendary, since, yeah, it does have the capabilities to completely wreck everything. Although I kind of wish it was a little faster, but as for Iron Thorns, well, I'm not really sure why it's faster. I don't know if it's because of the weight, although I'm not really sure if weight has anything to do with speed. Probably. But yeah, seeing the fact that Iron Thorns is a little bit faster than Tyranitar, yeah, maybe it does have something to do with the weight. Or maybe I'm just making things up. Okay, why not? I'm going to stay in with Uxie, so that way I can either use Thunderbolt or Moonblast. Let's go with Moonblast, because, hey, why not? I haven't used it yet, so I might as well use it, so that way I could score a super effective hit on that thing. So yeah, if I was playing Violet, then I'm not really sure what my team members would be. Well, one thing's for certain, Tyranitar is not in Violet, so yeah, I guess I would have to go with another pseudo-legendary, but the question is, what other pseudo-legendaries are in Pokemon Violet version? I'll probably go look that up, so that way maybe I could see what I was missing out in Pokemon Violet version. Okay, we're at the halfway point of Route 223, and I don't think I have any time to fight any more trainers, because I'm pretty sure that guy I see there might have, like, about 3 Pokemon, so I'm gonna end it off here. Next time, hopefully we'll wrap up Route 223, and hopefully make it to Victory Road. See y'all next time.